Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Today is Wednesday, and Mike's at the shop. I'm at the studio because I have a class at 2 o'clock. We're working on Cup of Cheer. We just finished up with Dime, and I will tell you that, man, if you didn't join us, you missed out on an opportunity for the drawing. But you have 48 hours in which to watch, join up and watch the video. I did send out an email this morning with the link. I'll see if I can post it here on Facebook a little bit later. But it is so worth it. You will get a free in the block design. And I know how much all of you love the me time with Kimber Bells creating blocks in the hoop. Well, here you go. Here's another vendor, and with some of them you're limited to what you buy. Well, what if you could create your own blocks? Yes, you can create your own blocks, and we actually have two different softwares that you can do, and we're going to be doing more and more software. I've been telling you that it's coming. I warn you way in advance. Okay, there are lots of good things coming with A&A White. We're just putting it off all to fall, all because I am 4 weeks out. Let's see, the 17th is today, exactly 1 month from today, we will be in Maryland, and I will be competing in my 12, 13, I think 13, I don't know, I've kind of lost count, Ironman distance race, my official number 11, but yeah, number 13. So I'm busy working on lots of training and planning, and all these good things are coming. Good things are coming next month. Yay, in September, and then throughout the rest of the year. So while Mike we're waiting on him, because I know you guys all get on here and join up fast because you want to see Mike, and I understand that. I do too. Let me make sure I've got my sound off and I've got comments. Yeah, it's been a busy day. It's a Dime Live day, a Cup of Cheer day, and whatever else is going on. I always learn new things as well. You do want to be a Cup of Cheer today because I've got a special little treat that I'm going to show you, a little trick. Yep, got a little trick to show you. But I'm going to start out with the new patterns, new stuff that we got. This isn't new stuff, but the patterns are. I'm always looking for new things, new ideas, just keeping one step ahead. How many people have always wanted to make a bargello, and we're scared to death to do one, to even start? I've made two. I made one out of Christmas fabrics, and I made one out of all purples. Yep. All different colors or shades of purple. Well, this one's even easier. You see what it says at the top? I used to be a layer cake. That's all you need is a layer cake and this pattern. Now, if you're going to add the extra lines and stuff in it, then you may have to add, you may have to do something else. But if you wanted to do a bargello layer cake, and we sell layer cakes, here you go. There you go. Right here, we got it. This one is Christmas fabrics. Christmas fabrics make a great, great holiday, a great practice, because it's reds and greens and all those kind of fun colors. But here is a layer cake, so that's all you would need to make that. Or what about this one? Fun colors. This is all what's this one called? On the go fabrics. Look at that. So, whoops, if I can hold it up here. All these different fun fabrics that have to do with transportation could be turned into a layer cake. How about flower power? This is another one. These are all layer cakes that we have at the store. And this one, and I mean, you could cut your own fabrics. You can cut 10-inch squares and make your own layer cake, but who wants to do that when you can do it this way? This has all those fun fabrics. I like to call it this is from the Maureen McCormick collection. We know who Maureen McCormick is from the Brady Bunch and a lot of other things too. But this is called the Blooming Bunch. Would make a great one. Okay, and we know about jots. What about a jot one? There you've got all of your colors of all the different jot fabric. That and a layer cake. So when you're thinking, I want to do something, I don't know what I want to do, grab yourself a pack of fabric like that. This one, let's see, I did set it down over here. Okay, so that's version 1. And version 1, 2, 3, or jelly roll. September is National Jelly Roll Month or Jelly Roll Day. Well, here you go. You can make cardboard jello, and here you've got it in all those different shades of colors. So that's all you need. And some of you may already have the fabrics, then you just need the pattern. But, otherwise, you can grab it and be able to do that. Okay, something else with layer cakes that's really cool and easy to do is it's called cake therapy, a box cake. It's getting fall. We're talking about cakes. This is made out of a layer cake. So you take the layer cake and then you do need some sashing and cornerstones in your border. So this one takes a little bit more. It takes 30 blocks, depending on the size, because you can make everything from a throw, which is the size I recommend if you've not made something, you want to learn, get started, do something different. You might want to, do a throw as opposed to a king size, but you can. A king size would take 2 layer cakes. So you could do, anything like that. Alrighty, so we have that. Then look at this stack of patterns. And I know if you like them, you will find these on our website. But I thought this might be a good way. Usually on Wednesdays I show you what's going on over at the store. If we miss totally out on Mike today, if he's too busy and he can't join us, we will reconvene and we'll do Tech Talk on Thursday. I know you guys will forgive me. But here's one. Look at this one. This one's called Brick Street. And again, 3 yards of fabric. And I'll tell you what, if anybody out there likes the pattern and wants help, I will help you shop. I will take you to, meet up at the store virtually. Okay, I take my phone, we do FaceTime, and pick fabrics for you and help you to get the fabrics that you need. It's easy. You make it with 3 1-yards. This is 49 by 59. Of course, if you want to make it bigger, and you look at that pattern, and sometimes it's hard. You think, okay, that's pink and blue and white. Not my favorite. Well, look on the back. There, it just gives you a couple other combinations. And I know anybody out there, and if you have used my concierge shopping service, put a little note in the comments. Whoops, here comes Mike. So let me go ahead and let him get in here and see what he's got to say. So hang on. There we go. Go ahead, Mike. It's all you.
Are you ready for me?
Yep, go.
All right. I'm going to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, about hooks. Okay. There's your sewing machines, whether they're commercial, whether they're residential, they all have a hook in them. Okay. Your hook is what creates the stitch in a sewing machine. There's 2 type of hooks. Okay. And there's an oscillating hook and there's a revolving hook. It's a rotating hook. It's rotates around in a circle. Okay, so if you check your baby lock and your Brother machines and a lot of your Janome machines, they're rotating hook. They rotate around in a circle. Okay. Then you go to a Bernina, and a Bernina has an oscillating hook. An oscillating hook means it goes back and forth like this. Okay. It doesn't make an entire circle. They both form a stitch. They both work. Um, there's benefits to one side or the other. Um, Depends on who's making a machine, how they make them. Um, it's how the machine's engineered. Okay. Whenever you look inside of a machine, um, a lot of times your oscillating hook um, isn't a drop down. Okay. It sets back in. So it's a front loader, not a top loader hook on most of your oscillating hooks. Um, it's you can look at a machine. You can sometimes tell. I can tell by just looking at a machine um, whether it's an oscillating or a rotating hook. Um, there's benefits to both sides. They both work. They both work well. Um, like I said, it depends on how the engineers built the machines. So um, that's the two type of hooks. Whenever you look at a machine, um, people that like your Bernina machines, they're a higher end type machine. They use an oscillating hook in their machine. It's just the way they made their machines. Um, I could go into a whole lot of detail in how they've done it and how it works. But I've been told by my wife I go too tech in detail related to this stuff. But I just thought it was something you guys should know that there are two different types of hooks in machines. There's two different ways they work. Um, those are basically the two different types of hooks and how they work. If you look at some of your older commercial machines, they had an oscillating hook in them too. Um, so, like I said, it depends on who's making the machine and um, how they make them. They have a design, the design works, and they have chosen to stay with those methods. Okay. Most of your oscillating hook has a bobbin case that pops into the hook, um, like the metal bobbin case that sets back. I don't know if I have one here or not. I don't see one right here on my desk right this second. That sets back into the hook, just to where a lot of your rotating hooks today are drop in top loaders. Okay, so you can pretty much tell that if it's a top loading bobbin, it's going to be a rotating hook. It's not an oscillating hook. Because 99% of your oscillating hook is a front loader um, bobbin in those machines. Um, I don't know if there's anybody that has any questions. Yes, I know I went a little technical on you. Um, I just sent somebody to voicemail. Um, but it's just a knowledge of you looking at your machine, understanding what you have, and understanding how it works. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you guys knowing how something works. Actually, it makes it better if you do know how it's working, because if you know how it's working, then um, you're you're more educated. You know what you're looking at. Somebody can tell you something, and you're going to understand what they're talking about. Okay, Sherry, is there any questions?
Everyone's watching right now. So let me, there we go. They're all watching. I don't see questions, but I am going to throw out there if there is something technical or something about your machine you'd like to know more about, put it in the comments, and I'll give Mike a list of things, and that way it'll help him decide what to talk about each week.
All right. And the other thing is, I'll tell you guys, um, your sewing machines is like a car. Okay. As they get older, parts get harder to find. Okay. Um, it's like your computer. The older it gets, the less parts that are available, and the harder it becomes to repair them. And it's just not your repair person, not me, not um, a person that's in California. It's just a fact of life that um, sometimes manufacturers stop making parts, and if they do, we're at their mercy. Uh, we can't get the parts. We can't repair stuff. It's just that simple, and it's not something that the local shop has any control over. It's what's readily available in terms of parts to repair something.
Okay, we do have a question. Just Barb Thompson would like to know how often we should we take machines in for maintenance and upkeep.
If you're using them on a daily basis, you should do it at least once a year. If you're a heavy user, you should take it in more than that. I know of somebody that's a heavy user and they take theirs in every 6 months, which is good because they know they're using their machine. Okay. Um, if you're a light user, every 18 to 24 months, meaning that you're not using it a lot, you're using it some. Um, it's just, you don't want to leave these things set, guys. Leaving them set's worse than using them. Okay. But if you're a normal user where you're using it on a regular basis, you should um, service it once a year. It's like your manufacturer of your automobiles. They tell you service at least once a year, even if you're not running it that much. Why? Because oiling it, greasing it, cleaning it out is what prolongs the life. If you don't, and you do something bad to it, then it costs you more to fix it, guys. So it's just a fact. Um,
So that
so
means I should have more sew time because I have more machines.
no, you shouldn't. You use them enough. I know how much you use yours.
Okay, does anybody have any other comments, questions, or messages they'd like to send to Mike before he takes off?
One, two, three, done. Bye.
Okay, goodbye. We'll see you next week. All right, so I have about 10 minutes before our cup of cheer class. So let me finish what we started. Again, this is one of the brand new patterns, Fabric Cafe, Brick Street, and on the back just gives you a couple other color combinations, okay? This one looks kind of plain when you look at it. These are all 3 yards, so you need 3 yards. Maybe a big fabric, a not so busy fabric, and a solid. But look at that on the back. Same quilt, different combinations. Let me see here. This one, and these are all easy patterns just made out of 3 yards of fabric. When you change it around, look at on the back. Okay, and let's see. This one called Jacob's Ladder. Okay, so 3 yards of fabric is going to give you a lap size quilt easy enough. Okay, if you want to make more, obviously, or bigger, then you're going to have to add more blocks, more fabric. But this will at least get you, a good one to start with. There you go. There's other color combinations. So you can see I was busy shopping. So all these patterns are now available on our website. You will see them at the shop when I take them back, send them back tomorrow, because I brought them all to the studio. Look at this one. This is a fun one. And that would be great in Christmas colors, the kaleidoscope. But if you don't want it in Christmas, you could do it in school colors. You know, that could be very masculine or feminine, baby colors, all kinds of different combinations. Here's one with stars. This is the friendship star. But if you notice, it doesn't have all those little points in the middle. That would be a really pretty black and white quilt too, or fall colors. Heartland. So this one, 3 yards. So there it is in muted colors. But this could be really, really pretty in batiks or bright colors as well. It's a snap. This is another fun one. Look at the rows of blocks and then the other combinations on the back. So don't let a pattern scare you off because you don't care for the colors. Here's one with blocks showcasing a nice busy block. Now that's cats. If you're not a cat person, you could have dogs or tools or kids or, you know, whatever fabric you wanted for the blocks in the middle. You ever bought fabric or saw something on a strip, a border fabric that you liked and you didn't know what to do with? Look here. This is a border fabric. Now this is horses, but you could use any border fabric and then cut it apart and put the little stars in between, or just a focus fabric. What doesn't even have to be that. So that's what I've got for you. I wanted to share that. I'm going to head on over here to our cup of cheer. Tomorrow we will be on at 1. Our color dance quilt, that's this one, the one you see on the wall behind me. That one is fast filling up. The fabrics were shipped, so we'll be able to get those out to you. And oh, I was working on sweet as pie. Oh my gosh. Wait till I show you the cherry pie block tomorrow. Yes, it has, the lattice is woven on the top of it when you make this block. It's going to be a 3-dimensional pie. And using some of the iron-on vinyl. I keep this roll here so I can always show you. The Heat and Bond iron-on vinyl, where you put it on top and turn your fabric. It has a vinyl layer on top. Yeah, that one is going to be really cool. So I hope to finish it up to show you tomorrow. So make it a great afternoon. If you're going to join us for a cup of cheer, I will see you in a few minutes. Everybody else we'll see tomorrow. And if you were there at event today, I've got the list of names for everybody that got on and said, hey, I'm here, this is where I'm from. We do have a special dime drawing that we will announce the winner at 1 o'clock tomorrow on our Facebook Live. So be there. We'll see you then. Okay, then I look around because my mouse is all over the place because I've got 3 screens going on. But guys, go sew something. Remember, Christmas projects or Christmas gifts that you're working on throughout this month. So I know, Cheryl, I did see you on there. We will see you tomorrow at 1.